Revivers, Coach Hudson here, bringing you day 2 for our core program. We're gonna have 4 different movements we're moving through today. We'll start with a half Tabata of a McGill curl going back and forth on either side. And then we'll also do a half Tabata of side plank, alternating back and forth between either side. After that, we'll do an EMOM, so every minute on the minute times 5 of 15 prone press in each minute. And then we'll finish with a half Tabata of a glute bridge hold. So I'll show you each of these movements. We'll start with that McGill curl. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have my pelvic tilt, so pressing my lower back into the ground, and then I'm going to straighten one leg and keep the other bent. So I'll start with my right side. I'm going to straighten my left leg, but keep my right leg bent. And from here, I'm gonna take my right hand, place it underneath my back, take my left hand, place it underneath my back. So that's right underneath my lower back. From here, I'm going to press down into my hands, really pressing my lower back against my hands as if I'm doing a pelvic tilt. And from here, I'll start to bring my shoulders off the ground, squeezing my belly, squeezing my upper abs, trying to relax my neck, but you should feel that upper core, your upper abs working here as we're pushing our lower back down and bringing our shoulders off the ground. I'll hold this for 20 seconds and then rest for 10 seconds. Switch sides, come up and hold for 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds, and we'll go back and forth. So each time I hold for 20 seconds, that'll be 1 round of Tabata. We'll do 4, so it'll end up being 2 per side, 40 seconds total per side of McGill curl. So the next movement is Tabata, half Tabata of side plank. So for the side plank, first thing I'm going to start is making sure my body is nice and stacked. So I have all the way from ankles to knees to hips to shoulders, straight up and down. I don't want to be leaned over this way or leaned over behind. Everything is nice and vertical. From here, I'm going to press up through my feet and my elbow, press my hips towards the ceiling, and I'm going to hold this position, again, looking like a board, looking like a straight stick. And we'll hold that for 20 seconds on one side, rest for 10 seconds, then switch sides. I'll do it on the other elbow, 20 seconds there. Key thing on the side plank, I want to make sure I'm squeezing my belly as I'm up here in this position, and my upper shoulder is not leaned over like so. I want to keep this upper shoulder back, nice big proud chest. You can do this by reaching towards the ceiling as high as you can go. This will help keep you nice and vertical. For our next movement, we have that prone press. We'll perform 15 repetitions each minute. So you'll perform those 15 repetitions and then rest whatever's left of that minute, and you'll do that 5 times. So prone press is going to look a little bit like this. So for that prone press, I'm going to start by pressing my forehead into the ground, and from there I'm going to then bring my elbow and my wrist as far away from the ground as possible by squeezing my shoulder blades together. So press that forehead into the ground, up like so, and then from here, I'll press my hands above my head, come back to the start position, and rest. I'll do 15 repetitions of these, really focusing on squeezing the muscles in my upper back, trying to keep that wrist and elbow as far away from the ground as possible as I press my forehead into the ground. For our last movement, we have that glute bridge hold. I'm going to be back onto my back, start with that pelvic tilt, pressing my lower back into the ground, squeezing my belly. From here, then I'll press through my heels, lift my hips up towards the ceiling, keeping my butt nice and tight. You should feel it in your butt cheeks. And I'm going to hold this position here, belly tight, butt tight, for 20 seconds, slowly lower, rest for 10 seconds, and I'll do that 4 times for a half Tabata. Again, Tabata is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, and that's 1 round, and I'll do that 4 times. Those are your 4 exercises for day 2 of the core program. Let us know how it goes.